29 vehicles start race 5 of the year for the ADAC GT4 Germany. A heavy rain shower just before the start forces the teams to make some difficult tyre choices. The start is behind the safety car, and after 2 warming up laps, Hugo Sasser is released in the Aston Martin. The poleman sets the pace ahead of 2 other Aston Martins. It's 3 Aston Martins in the top 3, ahead of Denis Bulatov, who shares the number 4 BCMC Mercedes with Marcel Lenez. They had qualified second, but a 3-place penalty for speeding in the pit lane during free practice moves them back 3 places to P5. The fighting is hard from the front to the back of the pack. The track is still wet after the shower, but several teams are thinking about changing to slick tyres. It's a decision that would prove to be costly in the end. Instead, the conditions continue to get worse, allowing the leader to extend his position at the front. A collision between Alex Connor in the MX Motorsport Mercedes and Max Kronberg in the WNS Motorsport Porsche propels both cars into the fence with little chance of rescuing the situation in the slippery conditions. It brings out a red flag for repairs to be made to the tyre barrier. Once that is completed, it's a restart behind the safety car. The mandatory pit stop window has not yet opened, and the track is starting to dry out. A dry line is starting to appear on the surface, and big decisions need to be made. Denis Bulatov's point of view shows action unfolding in front of him. Nikola Molomadsen is pushed into a spin, but he quickly rejoins the race, losing only a handful of positions. Then, the duel between David Jahn and Bulatov for 4th position, behind the 3 Aston Martins. Onto the home straight, race control continues to monitor the drivers closely. They have a perspective of the whole race. They see the contact with David Jahn, which causes him to spin, but no penalty is incoming. The pit window opens. Ben Durr enters the pit lane to hand the car over to his partner Teo Noe. But Rodrigo Almeida from Mozambique spins in the 2nd MX Motorsport Mercedes. He keeps it going and rejoins the race. Bulatov hands his car over to Marcel Lenez. The 2 drivers with 2 podiums so far this season, including victory in Zandvoort, enter this event as the leaders. They're looking to defend and extend their championship lead, becoming champions at the halfway point of the season. Several teams have rolled the dice and switched their cars to slick tyres, especially those further back who have nothing to lose. But the rain has started again. The decision to stay on rain tyres has proven to be exactly the right one. Those on slicks are in trouble. Simon Konoprin takes the lead thanks to a perfectly timed pit stop. He's taken over from Jan-Philipp Springhob. Behind them, a duel for 2nd position is raging between Mike David Ortmann and Teo Noe, both drivers in Aston Martins. The 2 drivers give nothing up in the final laps, while Simon Konoprim has built up a sufficient lead that he can cruise to his 2nd race victory of the season, along with co-driver Jan-Philipp Springhob. There are just inches between Ortmann and Noe, but Mike David holds the advantage over Teo. It's a win for the Mercedes ahead of the 2 Aston Martins, followed by Marcel Lenez and Denis Bulatov, who retain the championship lead. Ivan Ekelschik and Nikola Molomadsen finish 5th in the best placed Porsche. So there it is, a win for Jan-Philipp Springhob and Simon Konoprim ahead of Hugo Sasser and Mike David Ortmann. Ben Durr and Teo Noe rounding out the podium finishes ahead of Denis Bulatov and Marcel Lenez and Nikola Molomadsen and Ivan Ekelschik in that 5th place. It was a spectacular race in the challenging conditions. The 2nd race of the season, race 6 of a 12-race season, continues live at the Nürburgring on Sunday at 3:15 local time.